What's up? Today we are looking at the US debt clock. Now, I've seen this before on other people's channels. You can find it at the usdebtclock.org. Now, I've never really looked at it that closely and went to this site myself, but there's some things that are interesting that pop out. For instance, the US national debt, 39 bazillions of dollars. I think that's a trillion, right? So million, billion, trillion, 39 trillion, 18 billion. So a fun thing that I figured out is that if you sit here and time it, you can figure out how long it takes for the US national debt to cover like your annual salary. And 1001, 1000. Basically, every 2 seconds, they're spending what I would make in an entire year gross. Which is hilarious in an absurd way. It may not even be every 2 seconds. $39 trillion. Okay, so debt per citizen, 113,000. What does that mean? Debt per taxpayer. I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive, probably with ChatGPT to explain this to me. Now, I will say this. Now, I know that this is it's made visually to look like real time, and it sort of is, but it's like you get a number on one day, you get a number on another day, and then what this is doing is what's known as interpolation. Interpolation. If you've ever played around with animation and you play with things like DAZ 3D, then you know what interpolation is. You have what it looks like on this still shot and then this still shot, and then it kind of fills in between. So nevertheless, it's still fairly accurate. So to the best of my knowledge, a lot of people like pointing to it. Our total debt to GDP, 135%. That's our total debt to gross domestic product ratio. So this is how much we owe compared to what we're making as a country. We owe more than we're producing. Huh. Charitable donations. I wonder if that runs up faster during tax season. The spending to GDP ratio, 40%. I'm trying to make sense out of some of these, but like I said, I'm probably going to have to get like Chat GPT or something to explain it to me. So in 1960, our debt to GDP was 53%. 1980, it was 34%. In 2000, it was 58%. And now it's saying 124, but over here it says 135. Interesting. So they show US population, US income, taxpayers, workforce, private sector jobs, who's not in the labor force, officially unemployed, just showing 7 million, actual unemployed 14 million. That's a little bit of a discrepancy. I don't know if is that normal counting? Oil to solar. Dollar supply added. Huh. So this number is continuing to go up, huh? What's this? Close to $1 trillion supply added. Yeah, definitely gonna have to dig into this one a little bit more to understand it a little better. What was that? Is that some kind of a? How did that pop up? I don't know how that came up. I'll figure it out. That's probably something that'd be better to do offline. I'm I'm seeing this kind of for the first time and just well, I mean, like I said, I've seen it before on other people's channels. I've just never actually been on this website myself. It's an interesting view of what's going on in the country. An asset-backed dollar, precious metal reserves, land, real estate, stock market, total hidden wealth. Huh. That looks like a lot of things you can click on here to go a little bit deeper with. Oh, they got an amazing new mobile app. Does not look like we have any kind of menu at the bottom for anything extra there. So, but still, that's pretty cool, huh? The the U.S. debt clock. So if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. I don't know. What do you guys think? How fast does this thing run past your annual salary? And the way I look at it, like, don't get depressed about it. I mean, you got to laugh to keep from crying, right? That's what we do, right? It'd be nice if our paychecks went up that fast. Well, there you have it, the debt clock. That's what it looks like. There you go. usdebtclock.org if you want to look at it. All right. Thanks for watching.